All right. I just got done recording like a 20-minute video that I was going to slice up to try and spare you, but apparently the audio wasn't working. So that's cool. It just kind of matches my day, basically. I'm going to try and sum this up again. Okay. Basically, I wanted to kind of update you guys on where I'm at mentally, really, more than anything when it comes to building this business. I've been really down the last couple of days. I'm having a hard time getting people on board, and I don't know why. All I really want to do is bring value to people's lives and maybe a little bit of entertainment. But I'm struggling to connect with people in a meaningful way, and I think part of my problem is that I'm being told that I should bring value to people beyond just what my product is, and create this community of followers and all these things, and I just keep thinking, like, what am I possibly going to say that has not been said before, like a hundred times before, in 100 different ways that are probably much better than the way I would say it. And then you hear, well, nobody's gonna say it like you. Nobody's gonna put the flair that you put on it. And blah blah blah. I'm just like, yeah, but do people give a shit? I don't know. I don't know if they do. I feel like a lot of people have problems, and maybe how they hear it isn't as important. I don't know. I really don't know. So, because I created this Facebook group, and I was like, okay, well, maybe if I can bring everybody together, we can all help solve each other's problems and really make it bigger than just a single product or a single area. It's not just air conditioning and your filters and whatever. What if it's bigger than that? What if it's your drains and your sinks and your showers, and what if it's your lawn or your fence, or whatever it is around the house, things that might be costing you money, costing you time, effort, and time away from your family, um, time you just don't want to be spending on it, that you shouldn't have to if you don't need to. So how can we help improve that part of people's daily lives? So that's the kind of my goal is. I'm not just going to make one product and be done. It's going to be a series of products, but I got to start somewhere. So I started with the AC because it uses the most electricity in your house, and it's one of the most overlooked things when it comes to filter changes, and causes a lot of damage. So I thought it was the low-hanging fruit. And there wasn't a lot of innovation in that space, and there are things out there that do it, but I just don't think they're done very well. They're continuing down a path of just added features and things that just I don't know that everybody cares about. That has not been my experience thus far, anyway. So this is just water. Don't worry. We're not there yet. so, I was thinking, okay, well, how can I how can I be more genuine? So I put up a YouTube video, right? So I put this YouTube video up, and I'm trying to educate people. I thought, well, educating somebody, because people don't know. I don't know. When I bought my first house, I didn't know shit, and it was a very apparent. And I wanted to help somebody not make the same mistakes I did. But I got a comment, which has since been deleted. I don't know why I didn't delete it. And this person just went off. They were not happy. They thought it was clickbait, and that everything past the first 2.5 minutes was completely worthless. And it was just like, holy Jesus. And I was like, well, that's unfortunate. And they're like, oh, he posted that he had a that he was going to tell you how to solve this problem, but then never actually did. And I was just like, oh my God, okay. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I missed the points. I responded. I was being very respectful, and I was like, okay, well, maybe I was not clear enough. My bad. Let me clarify it now. So that's what I started doing. I wrote this really long email, and they were saying, they're like, oh, if he comes back and makes this thing he says he's going to make, then I'll edit my comment and eat my words. So at the end, I was just like, well, I hope to earn the edit in the word eating, basically. And I was like, okay, cool. It was a learning experience. That's the kind of way I viewed it. I mean, normally I would have been pissed. I'm like, who the hell is this guy? I'm gonna whatever. But this time I was like, okay, this is a learning experience. Cool. Maybe this didn't resonate as well as I thought it would. And then the next morning I wake up, see like, oh my god, what do I have waiting for me today? And it was gone. Like their comment was gone, my comment was gone. And it's like, okay, this is weird, but whatever. So, but it just made me start thinking, like, am I doing the right thing? Am I going down the right path? Is that the right formula that I'm looking for? And maybe it's not. So I'm just, I guess when I do that, I had 6 months worth of content figured out based off of that kind of informational kind of style. And because I like teaching, I like helping people, and it starts making me question whether that makes sense at all. Is there another? Should I be doing something different? Does this make sense to be doing in this way? So now it's got me questioning, what types of videos should I put out? What kind of videos do people care about? Um, I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is to that. So that is bumming me out. I haven't added any new subscribers to my email list in probably 2 weeks, and just about everybody on there is people I know. So, which is not a bad thing. I love it. But I think I'll feel really validated when somebody I don't know ends up on there. Like, okay, something I'm doing is working. I guess I feel like, if I had to sum it up, that what I'm doing isn't working. And so I started this Facebook group, right? And the Facebook group, I was like, oh, maybe I can help people. Did I already cover this? Jesus, I don't even know what I talked about because I talked about it already in the last video. Anyways, maybe if I didn't, let me do it again. So I started a Facebook group just the other day. I was like, okay, well, cool. Let me bring some value to people's lives, and more than just air filters. Maybe it's just home maintenance, being sustainable, and all these things. Maybe that's where I should, I'll find the people that care about the type of products that I want to create. Makes total sense. I think it really does. But I'm stuck with this. How do I get people to this group? I can't even get people to my email. I can't get people to my Instagram, to my YouTube, to my Facebook. Now, all of a sudden, because I create the group, I got another thing I got to get people to. And I guess I just have to create content, and I guess that's really what it boils down to. I just got to bring value to people, and then that will bring them to me. I don't know. I'm not a social media guy, so I don't know how this all works. So it's super discouraging to me because I don't want to talk about it. I want to do stuff. I want to do the thing. I want to work on the product, and I want to work on getting it in people's hands. And this is the part of getting it in people's hands that I'm having a hard time with. I'm really good at just staying busy with, I don't know, it could be anything, the electronics, the design, the color scheme, building a website. All those things are just super, those are the more fun things to me. But as soon as it gets to, oh, you need to go talk to people, oh, and you need to get them on this list, and you have to be somewhat relevant in the social media world, you got to post so often, and you got to yada yada. And I'm just like, oh my god, like, this is my nightmare. I don't want to do that. I really don't. I just want this to be in people's hands. I want to have a thing and go door to door and be like, here, this will help you save money. Buy this from me, and within a year from now, it will have more than paid for itself, maybe 2 or 3 times over. You're welcome. And then just move along my day. But that's not possible. It's not possible right now. So I don't know what to do at this point. I guess what I'll end up probably doing is just sharing my story. And maybe that'll resonate more with people. And maybe I'll share my story of me working on my house, cleaning things up, fixing things. So I posted in the Facebook group those little drain sticks that you can get from Lowe's or Home Depot. Do those actually work? I don't know. I throw them in my drains, but I don't know. So they posted up in the Facebook group, and I'm kind of curious if people weren't in the same thing. And I was like, okay, I'm thinking, well, maybe we can, if enough people are interested, why don't we find out? Why don't we test it? Why don't we talk to some plumbers or whoever to see if we're wasting our money on these things, or if they work? Awesome. Like, and how long do they last? It's supposed to be 30 days. I don't know. Is a shower different than a sink? I don't know. So I think, answers to questions like that would actually be pretty cool. Maybe I'll interview people in these spaces, in the home ownership, home maintenance spaces, and find out what really matters, what doesn't, and how can we save money. What's a cheaper way of doing something? Where do I find resources for some of these things? Say I do want to do it myself. I was interested in solar for a long time, and I got to the point where I was like, I'm going to build my own system. So I bought a book, or I got a book from the library, and I'm looking at it, I'm designing it all out, and then I start thinking about getting the panels on the roof and doing all the wiring, and I was just that when I started getting intimidated. I'm like, okay. And then I start looking at how much it's going to cost up front. I'm just like, oh my god. And then you have all these other people, other little companies saying like, oh, you don't want to do that. They give you the lowest quality panel if you do this, and you want to do this. That's why we do that, because this is guaranteed and yada yada. And we'll give you money back. We'll pay the difference. So then it just starts confusing you, and then I just get lost in it all, and it's frustrating to me. Um, and I can't be the only one experiencing this. I just can't be. There's just so much noise out there, and I feel like whenever I am speaking to the world, I feel like I'm just adding to the noise. So I have a hard time with just bleh to everybody. It just seems like, who gives a shit? At the end of the day. So yeah, I'm discouraged. I don't know what to do at the moment. I don't know what the right path is. I think the product is good. Um, it's just the getting the following to launch the product is the hard part. It's the part I'm just not familiar with. It's not come naturally to me. So I don't like it. I don't like that feeling of like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm willing to learn, obviously, but it's you just feel alone. Even I talk to people. I talk to other people going through the same thing, but you still just kind of feel alone, which really sucks. But I don't know. I started trying to eat differently lately, eat a little healthier, and I think it's messing with me. I think I'm getting like slightly depressed or something. I'm not sure if that's what it is, but yeah, I don't know. These last couple days have been crazy. Just mentally been crazy. Anyways, so sorry this blabbed on for so long. If you stuck around, you're awesome. I don't expect people to. I don't know why. So, anyways, thank you so much. I will continue to update you guys. I'm probably going to end up redoing my whole YouTube plan. I don't know if my initial offering was what I cared to do. Um, so yeah, I'll figure something out. And if anybody has any ideas, throw them my way. That'd be great. I really appreciate that. All right, you guys take care. Stay cool.